My name is Brittany, and I will be the host of the homeless webinar today. I am also the owner and founder of Destiny Productions. This webinar is titled Take a Moment. The reason it's titled Take a Moment is because that's all it takes to help someone in need. Homelessness in America is not something that is rare. Most Americans are working more than one job to make ends meet and are still one paycheck away from being in poverty or homeless. According to dictionary.com, homeless means without a home. So being homeless does not necessarily mean that someone is living on the streets, or it could be someone who works and can't afford their own place and is staying from one person's house to the next. Being homeless does not mean that the person is on the street asking for money or living in a box under a highway pass. Most states in America have their own homeless issues, and most of them have resources to help those who are without a home, but they do need the help of their public to help those without. Today I'm going to break down the numbers of the top 10 cities in America as of 2016 with the highest rate for homelessness and homeless citizens. New York, as you can see in the purple, is the highest with a homeless rate of 73,523 homeless people in the city. Second up is Los Angeles, both the city and the county, at a total of 43,854 homeless. With Los Angeles, like I said earlier, these are not all people who live on the street in boxes or under a highway pass. Some of these people are living in their cars and still work everyday jobs. Seattle is third with 10,730 homeless, with this being caused due to the raising of rent and the cut of the government budget. San Diego is fourth with the homeless rate of 8,669. San Diego is also one of the highest rated cities for homelessness among veterans. Washington, D.C. come in fifth. Now, this is where I first noticed how extremely high homelessness had a rate of in America, and it was just from DC. So if DC had 8,350, New York is even bigger. But DC, the homelessness is attributed to the high cost of living. For every 100,000 residents in DC, there are 124 homeless. Sixth is San Francisco with 6,996 homeless, which exceeds the beds that they can house, leaving most of their homeless sleeping on the street. Although they are some of California's richest cities, number 7 is Santa Clara and San Jose with 6,524 homeless. Boston comes in at number 8 with 6,240. But in Boston, out of those 6,240 homeless people, 3,755 are homeless families. Number 9 is Las Vegas with 6,208, which is 1,000 less than a year prior in 2015. The last at number 10 is with 6,112 is Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, addiction, low wages, non-affordable transportation, and high housing costs all contribute to the homelessness in Philadelphia. How can we help? How can we as a whole community help? The answer to that question is way more simpler than most of us think. Most cities in America and states in America have a soup kitchen that is always looking for help serving their local people in need. Now with the soup kitchen, it is not just homeless people who go there to eat. They help out low-income families who cannot afford to serve every meal to their family. In the summertime, this is the most hard time for most families to feed their young ones because kids are out of school. Kids are eating way more in the summer. They're home, they're not busy, they're not tired from school, they're not getting a meal and snack at school. So they're home expecting these meals and snacks and lunches versus having breakfast in the morning, which most schools provide breakfast. So that's 2 meals out of the day that you do not have to provide, breakfast and lunch. Most families just provide dinner. So it's a big step when you have to provide lunch, dinner, and breakfast. You can search up your local soup kitchen and ask which days they have available and need help. Then compare it to your own schedule and go down and cook, serve some local people. You will be surprised how sweet some of the people you will meet can be. Donating! Yes! Donating does not just mean money. Donating is always another way to help. Blankets are a great thing to donate because of the chilly nights that most states have. You can get your friends to participate and even those at your job to donate gently used blankets. And then you guys can give them to your local shelter or local law enforcement facilities because most states have it where their police or fire stations will take the donations and give them to shelters or your local homeless while they're out on their beat. Canned goods. Canned goods are an amazing thing to donate. Canned goods and other non-perishable food items are great things to gather as a family, a group, or even by yourself. You can go through what you already have in your pantry or even stop at your local grocery store and buy a few canned goods to donate to the local shelter. Canned goods can be as low as maybe 58 cents a can. That's not really that expensive. You can do soup. Most of us keep things in our pantries that do not expire and we don't use them. Boxes, cake mix, brownies, even though they're sweets, these are things that you can donate to families. Bread mix, mac and cheese, green beans, canned fruit, canned vegetables, wonderful things to donate. Anything that does not need to be refrigerated are great things to donate to your local shelter. Toiletries. Toiletries are a great thing to gather and donate. Toiletries is another great thing to gather and donate. As I said, if you click on the link off our little URL, which I'm about to show you, it leads you to a YouTube video of a young girl who puts together these sets of toiletries and gives them out to the homeless. A young girl her age giving back like that should encourage most of us to get up and participate. There's a young girl who also packed lunches for the homeless in brown paper bags, and when she's out, she gives them to the homeless.
Sometimes they give me hugs, sometimes they say God bless you, and then they say thank you, or they'll just do all of those three. I would think they could have a nice sturdy bag so that they can keep forever and it wouldn't just like break like a regular plastic bag. Well, I would pass the same homeless people and then I would always ask my mom why or how did they get there, and she would tell me and I would feel bad.
Just as a parent, you're going to be concerned about her walking up to random strangers. Thankfully, Chloe has something about her where people really warm up to her quickly. She always makes sure she introduces herself. She makes sure that she tells them what she's giving them. And I make sure I stand close enough to where they know, mom is here. one lady said, "You make me feel like a human being."
So it actually really touched me because she said what I gave to her is making her feel like a normal person just like us.
Thank you.
Chloe was giving a woman a bag, and the woman said, "I give you a hug, but I just wet myself." And Chloe said to her, "It's okay. You have things in your bag to clean yourself up." It really is making a difference. It's making a difference in her, and it's making a difference in us.
She has kind of opened our eyes to be more helpful, be more respectful, and just be more aware.
Don't be so afraid of them. They're just like a normal person like you. Drop the mic.
So as you can see, that was Chloe. She's an amazing young girl. And to want to see these people and help them is even better, especially at the age of 9.
Homelessness is a daunting problem nationwide.
Yes.
In Southern California, it can
This
feel
is
especially
actually
overwhelming.
a well-known way to donate. Yes, it is. Most people hate giving out money. Especially Americans, they frown upon it. But it's not only handing money to someone standing on the street, but you can also donate to your local shelter or Catholic church in your area. Most Catholic churches have days that they serve the homeless or even take up collections for clothes and blankets to give to the homeless. It doesn't have to be that much. $2, something like that. Even if you do see somebody homeless on the street and if you're skeptical about giving them your money, please feel free to go buy them a meal. McDonald's, whatever. If they're hungry, they will definitely appreciate it. Working with those in need can be done in various forms. A way that you can find out how you can help, is to research what things you can do in your area and what local shelters and soup kitchens are around. Most places have always welcomed to volunteers to help them. Thank you for listening and participating in this webinar. Take a moment. I hope this webinar has opened up some of your minds on the ways that you can help, and to help most of you understand how easy it can be for someone to go from a life with a home, family, and a job to nothing and living on the streets or even in a car. One person can help. You can be that person to help a person in need. I am going to leave this discussion open for any questions that anybody may have. Anything that you want to add, please feel free. There may be things that I skip that you know and I don't.